Good morning. My name is Vera Hines, so welcome to my channel. I will be reading from the Bible, and I am going to start at the beginning. So it's the beginning for me, and it's also beginning that I will be introducing the Bible to whoever's interested in learning more about the Bible. So follow along with me. I'm reading from Genesis 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty, and darkness covered the deep waters. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the water. You hear that? The Spirit of God was hovering over the water. So, if you guys know anything about spirits, there's good spirits, there's bad spirits, but right now we're just going to focus on God. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw that the light was good. Then he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day and the darkness night. And evening passed and morning came, making this the first day. So, this again, I'm reading from Genesis 1, chapter 1 in the beginning. So, my main thing is, does anyone believe in God? Have you ever thought about who God really truly is? Do you know that He's almighty? He's the one who created the heavens, the earth, the whole world. He created all of us. He gave us all kinds of ideals and wisdom and knowledge to know everything that we have that's instilled in us. God created the whole world. He created you. He created me. Yes, we were born through our parents, but in order for that to have happened, God created the world. Okay, so it had to be a beginning. And this is the beginning. The beginning is where God created the world. He created the entire world. Think about how the world could have had to be before it was actually created. It was just one big blob, one big universe. Just like if you look up in the sky, it was just one big universe. But God said He created it. He just hovered over the water. He was sitting over the water. The water was there, and that was His beginning. Okay, so let's finish reading from Genesis 1, chapter 1. Then God said, "Let there be a space between the waters to separate the waters of heaven from the waters of the earth." And this is what happened. God made this space to separate the waters of the earth from the waters of heaven. God called the space sky. How about that? And evening passed, and morning came, making the second day. Then God said, "Let the waters beneath the sky flow together into one place, so dry ground may appear." And this is what happened. God called the dry ground land, and the water seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land sprout with vegetation." What's so important to me during this part of it right now is that God is just speaking things. So we have to be so careful with what we speak over ourselves, over our family, over our brothers, our sisters, our brothers and sisters in Christ. So we have to be so careful with what we speak out of our mouth. And with me being a prophetess and hearing from God, I do know that I do hear from God. We have to be so careful with what we speak. We want to speak good things over people. We want to speak good things. We want to be able to hear. People want to be able to hear good things over us. So, again, be so careful with what we speaking, because God was the first one who presented it. He spoke the first words when He said, "Let the land and the water separate. Let the skies separate from the land and the water separate from the land." And so this is the beginning. So again, this is just an introduction. If you guys were interested in reading along with me in the Bible, please definitely join me. I am reading from Genesis 1, and this is just the beginning.